Another year in the books for the Canucks, another successful year, and now it's time for another draft. This is where our success has really begun, giving us the assets, the prospects to trade for picks that have led to better picks, that have led to some of our best prospects, or that have allowed us to make some of our best trades that have led to the amount of success. Obviously, we have a ton of picks in the first round. Once again, our first pick comes in at number 8 overall. So far, guys, this draft has been paying out big time. As you can see, the Lightning with the number 1 pick take an elite prospect named Howe, which is pretty cool. Then we go with another elite. The LA Kings kind of swing and miss on that one. New York, not too bad, high top 4 defenseman. Elite for the Lightning. Elite for the Preds, and then we get to our picks. And that's right, I say picks, because we had the 8th overall pick and the 9th overall pick, and they paid out. We get the defenseman Woodworth, offensive defenseman with elite potential, and Walton. Now, I only drafted him because he was listed as a top 5 and was still on the board, and we are going to need another goalie because we're not going to be able to re-sign Skinner. Koivisto is going to be the backup for Mahalik. We need an extra goalie because I'm probably going to trade Dolan because he's fallen to low starter potential. He still has really good value, though, which makes me think that might be a mistake, but we can turn him into a first-round pick. Regardless, Woodworth and Walton are 2 newest prospects. And guys, it's another one of these situations. The 10th pick is Crowder. The 11th pick is Archibald, both top 6. Our next pick is number 12, and we draft Stewart from the Niagara Ice Dogs, elite potential. I said we needed some defensive prospects and that we haven't had the best of luck. This draft might change that luck with Woodworth and now the German Sebastian Renz, medium top 4 potential, similar to what Par Forstrom started at before he jumped to elite potential. Welcome aboard, Sebastian Renz. Now, in a way, I'm a little bit sad because the Winnipeg Jets just got an absolute steal, an elite potential prospect at the 26th spot. But at the 27th spot, the 27th pick, we take the American Klimchuk, medium top 4D potential. And with our last pick of the first round, 30th overall, we take forward Eddie Cools, medium top 6 forward potential. And guys, as always, that is the end of the first round, so that will be the end of the draft. There you get a look at the players that you need to look out for. Pretty decent draft, fell off a bit at the end in the later rounds as expected. But let's move on to the re-sign phase. Austin Matthews is a UFA. We have some pretty big RFAs as well. Let's see what happens. So here we go. Let's do this. I still don't know if Patrick Kane has retired. I suppose that is the first thing we will figure out. If he hasn't, we're letting him go, and he has. Okay, so Patrick Kane is gone. We will start off with the goaltenders. Of course, Mahalik. Oh my god, he reached a 90 overall. He is an RFA. Skinner has to go. Koivisto is an 85 overall, so we made the right choice there. Like I said, Dolan, low starter, so I think we'll let him go, and it will be Germain and Walton to be the goalies. I'm not going to send Mahalik an offer yet. We do have $18 million to work with. Par Forstrom needs a new deal. Gannon needs a new deal. As far, oh, wow, Renz, holy shit, 77. Klimchuk a 74, and Neal, who we drafted towards the end, I believe. When did we even draft Neal? 6th round. Okay, I thought it was 7th round. Sorry. 73 overall is a 70. We'll probably trade him because his potential's low, but maybe his value will be half decent. Obviously, as you can tell, we took quite a few defensemen. Woodworth is going to be a few years away. We also have Nikolish and Pearson. And yeah, we took Wilcox towards the end. He'll be going. But right now, I think that draft solved a lot of our defensive problems. Right wings, let's take a look. We have Yoensu, who I still will probably trade, if I'm being honest. Redden needs a new deal. And that is it for right wings. Let's take a look. Left wings, Korolev, York. So we should have no problem re-signing our main guys here. The first man to get an offer, though, it has to be Brian Mahalik. Oh boy, though. He's looking for a decent chunk of change. We will sign him for as long as possible, for as cheap as possible. So that is going to be a 3-year deal. We'll see if he accepts 8.5 mil. I doubt we'll do another 3 seasons, so we really won't have to deal with the aftershocks of that. Next up, I am prioritizing Forsstrom over Austin Matthews. Might be crazy to some, but that is how in love with this Swede I am right now. We could get him for a decent amount of time. Let's see if he'll take 5-6 for 5 years. That's not bad money. Gannon will wait, although I'm sure we will be able to re-sign him. And then Austin Matthews is the other one. How much money is he looking for? All right, so he's about the 8 mil range, regardless of what we do. So we will give him 5 years and see if he accepts 8.1. That is going to be the majority of our cap space gone if we can fit all 3 of them within the cap. If not, we can qualify one and then trade Joensuu. But Mahalik is back. Forsstrom is not. Matthews is. And you guys, I don't even have to say it. I am absolutely keeping Forsstrom over Joensuu. So at the moment, we are going to have to qualify our remaining RFAs. And there are a decent amount of them, if I am not mistaken. No other goalies. Yeah, so we have 5 RFAs. Every single one of them are going to have to be qualified for the moment. And then we're going to have a trade to make. And like I said, that man is probably going to be Esa Joensuu. I find him to be expendable compared to the rest of the top 6. But that'll do it for our contracts. Let's move on to free agency. Now, for the hell of it, as we always do, let's take a look at who is available. Pierre-Luc Dubois spent the entire season there. Let's see, who is this Del Monte? Damian Del Monte, a first-round pick of the Jets. High elite potential. Looking for a lot of money, though. Jeremy Lozon is there. How about goalies? Not that we need any, but just to give you guys a look at some of the top guys. Skinner is actually the top goalie, so there you go. Ty Edmonds, a free agent as well. You knew the trade was coming, and I wasted no time in making it. It's Esa Joensuu and his $7 million per contract to the Buffalo Sabres for their first and third round picks this year. Now, because of that trade, obviously we were able to send out some offers. We have our first contract accepted. It is Sheldon York, William Gannon, Redden is back, Korolev declined due to the money total, so we will have to resend him an offer. But I still haven't heard from Carlson, or not from Carlson. God, he might end up being like Carlson, but from Forsstrom is what I was referring to. So we need to wait to hear from him. And then Korolev, I'm just trying to sign for, I think the original offer was 2 years, but I'll send him a 1-year offer. I really need Forsstrom to accept, otherwise I might miss out on some potential free agents. I haven't really taken a look. Forsstrom is back. I'm sure Korolev will be too. That leaves us with not too much money left, 5.4 to be exact. But at this moment, either A, we'll be jumping to the preseason, or we'll be jumping to me signing free agents. One or the other. So guys, we've hit the preseason point. Normally I won't show you the team before I make the last couple of trades and really set things up, but I want to show you some of the overalls because these are certainly going to change once I make some of these trades. Brian Mahalik's a 91, Koivisto is an 84. Defensively, Cedric Yasina is a 99 overall. It finally happened. He is a 99 overall. And by default, even perhaps more exciting for me, Chychrun is a 90 by default. Plant's an 88, Forsstrom an 87. Gannon's up to an 85, as is Corey with Benda at an 84. Problem is, Gannon is a lefty, but I might throw him in there. Oh, Jesus, I didn't even notice. Benda moved to elite potential. So we certainly have an interesting decision there between the 3 of them that I will probably leave up to you guys here at some point. And then forwards, Hall's a 97, DeRocher, Matthews, Doyle's an 88, McMillan's an 87, Drouin and Heinen have kind of fallen off a little bit. I'm not sure if now is the time to trade them, but that time will be coming soon. And then you get a look at some of the other overalls. We have a decision to make as far as these 383 overalls go. But there you have an early look at the roster. Let's go make some moves, though. And guys, you know what? I'm actually going to end this episode sooner than I normally do. I want your input on certain decisions that we have to make. First off with the goaltenders. Obviously, Mahalik and Koivisto are set in stone. The question is, right now, Jermaine, despite being medium elite potential, his trade value is really low at a 78 overall, as opposed to Dolan, who is low starter 77 overall, but has double the value of Jermaine. And of course, we have Walton. So originally, I was going to trade Dolan, but now I really want to know what you guys think. Should we keep Jermaine and Dolan and not sign Walton yet? Should we trade Jermaine and take that low value as a warning sign? Or should we trade Dolan and capitalize on his value, although he very well could kind of be glitched in a way and turn into a great goalie? So that's my question to you. What do we do with the goalie situation? And on defense, we have another similar situation. Corey and Gannon are left-handers, or left-handed, with Benda as a righty, but of course Benda has now jumped to elite potential. So most likely, and that is despite his trade value. Basically, who do we go with? 2 out of 3. Corey, Gannon, and Benda. I'll give you guys a look at the attributes as well. Obviously, our top 4 is set, but there you see Derek Corey, a former first-round pick of ours, 23 years old, still medium top 4 potential at an 85 overall, won the cup with us last year. William Gannon, an 85 overall, 22 years old, medium top 4, a former second-round pick. And Rudolph Benda, now elite potential at 24 years old. So maybe, just maybe, he won't pan out. And the better decision is to take the 2 guys who are both lefties but better overalls and younger despite the weaker potential. But let me know what you guys think as far as that goes. And then forwards, I think I'll figure that out on my own once we know what we're doing with the defense and the goaltending, because I'll have a good idea of how many draft picks we have, how many prospects we have to use, and if we need to go out and get a new forward, I think we can. I'm interested, though, with Drouin and Heinen being 86s and how we should approach that. But we have more than enough trade assets as far as prospects go and as far as picks go. 5 first-rounders this year, 3 next year, and then in 2019 we have we go back to 1. But we still have plenty of picks to work with, plenty of assets to work with, and again, that is where I am going to end this episode. So let me know what you think. How should we approach the defense situation and the goaltending situation? And yeah, that's pretty much it. So as always, guys, if you have enjoyed, make sure to hit that like button down below. Subscribe for more if you haven't already, to continue following this series, and I will see you guys in the next episode, where we will finalize our team and begin the sim on Season 12.